very same day, August the 11th, 125 years ago, there were 20 players, 10 men and 10 women. It cost 1 guinea for men and 5 shillings for women. It was a fairly rudimentary course. Bear in mind the meeting to plan the course was held 8 days earlier, so we didn't have a lot of time to plan the course. It was basically cow pastures roughly mowed with greens separated. The gentlemen golfers wore a tie and tended to wear knickerbockers. It was much more formal attire, no shorts for example in those days. And the same for women, would wear long skirts, much more formal than today. Often the course was very heavy because sometimes we were flooded, of course, but in those days the Yarra flooded our course and made the ground quite heavy, particularly in the winter months. The series of improvements in courses has been important. The opening of a new clubhouse in 1974 was important when part of our course was taken over by the current Eastern Freeway. And our 100-year Earth Day in 1994, of course, was important.
That's part of the enjoyment of playing here, is that beautiful parkland feel that you get, and it's a sort of cool course in summer because of the big trees and things, as opposed to a very open, exposed sandbelt course. Just, yeah, a little gem sitting in the middle of Melbourne. Friendships would be one of the most important parts of playing at Kew, I think, is certainly for me coming along and playing with, in fact I played today with a woman who I'd done a junior clinic with back when we were 15 or 16, so we've been playing golf for a long time together. And
initially, for probably a good 20-30 years of my time here, after golf you would finish, you would have a shower, put on a jacket with tie and everything, and up you came. And that slowly but surely moved on. It moved on from long trousers to short trousers, but the time when we made the big decision where we went from long socks to short socks, and they were getting shorter and shorter, now you can hardly see the socks at all.
Well, the major change would be, I guess, the reconfiguring of the course when the Eastern Freeway went through and we had to move our land, the clubhouse being up on the Belford Road Bridge almost, and that was a time where Dad was captain, had a huge amount to do with negotiating with the MMBW, and
it was quite an exercise in organisation and cooperation between the three. I was sufficiently involved in to be pretty proud of what came up.
Then also more recently changing the fairways and drainage and greens, so that because we're on a floodplain, the drainage is very poor, and so to come in today in winter with dry feet and a lot of run on the ball, there's huge changes.
Technology has changed tremendously. Father-in-law, Lib's grandfather, had a handicap of +4, and he played with these funny old sticks. How they did it in those days, I don't know. The women were much better on the social side than the men. We had dinners and presentation nights and things like that, which were not nearly as well done as the ladies. The big.
I think somebody was found in their black tie in the locker room one Saturday morning, weren't they? After a Friday night presentation.
Nobody you could see here.
Nobody here, but
they
appeared on the first tee in his dinner suit.
Very happy. It was part of my life, really. Consequently, I'm off playing golf when I should be home probably cutting the lawn.